In this video, I'm going to go over how to set up a basic VPN server on Windows 7. VPNs can be very handy if you're using a public Wi-Fi or connecting to a server that is firewalled from the internet. Most of these steps will also work with Windows 8.1 and Vista. For this video, I'm going to be using a very affordable cloud server from serverpoint.com. If you don't have an account with them yet, go ahead and log on to the website, serverpoint.com, go under Products, and then go under VPS Hosting. And all you do is scroll down, and you can enter any email address here, password, and create an account. That's all you need to start. For those of you that already have an account, you can go ahead and go to serverpointapps.com and go ahead and click on Client Portal. Enter your username and password and hit Login. Once you're logged in, if you don't see this page, go up to Menu and go to Colossus Cloud Manager. Now once you're in here, you're going to see your existing VMs. You can start stop them, but right now we're just going to go ahead and deploy a service. After you click Deploy Service, you should get this interface here. Go ahead and select a medium server. I recommend for Windows, I recommend either medium or higher, just due to how much RAM it uses. Location, you want to select whichever is closest to you. That'll give you the best ping times. I'm in Vegas here, so I'm going to have Las Vegas, Nevada. This example, we're going to be using Windows 7, so I'm going to select that here. Password, this password is your Windows password, so this is automatically set as soon as you log in. So I'm setting mine to a fairly simple one. I recommend you set yours to a relatively hard password. So I'm going to call this VPN server Win7. This server, I'm not going to do backups. It's not really needed. This one is pretty easy to set up and there's no data loss. If you have any potential for data loss, you want to hit yes. So I'm going to hit deploy here. And the VM has started creating. You can go ahead and scroll up to the top here and go back to Colossus Cloud Manager, and you can see the status of your VM. So as soon as you wait a few minutes, you should get the running status here. From this point, your VM is live on the internet, and you should be able to log into it. So what I'm going to do, highlight this public IP here, right-click on it, and copy it. Next, I'm going to go down to the Windows Start menu. I'm going to type in Remote Desktop. You see right here, comes up as the first result. This is what you want. And after you click it, you should get this dialog box here. Go ahead and take this IP that you already copied and paste it in here. Once you connect, it's going to ask you for the password. Hit this and type in username as administrator. And the password is whatever you set in the portal beforehand. I'm going to enter mine. And this is fine. You can go ahead and allow this. So once you're logged in, you want to go to Start menu, then Control Panel. Go ahead and click on Network and Internet. And then here you click Network and Sharing Center. After you click that, you want to go to Adapter Settings here. Now, there's some version of Windows, there'll be a File menu here. On 7, they actually removed it. To get that menu back, all you need to do is hit the Alt button on the keyboard. You'll see this menu pop up. You go to File here, you hit New Incoming Connection. This basically means VPN. So you go ahead and click that. It's going to ask you what users do you want to connect. So for now, I'm just going to do Administrator, but you may want to actually add someone. So I'm going to hit Next and ask how people are going to connect through the VPN, so through the internet, obviously. You can leave these as default, and you just wait for Windows to configure it. Click that, and now once you have a connection like this, this basically means the VPN is set up. Now, because this connection doesn't have a DHCP server, we also have one additional step. We need to go into Network and Sharing Center, go to Adapter Settings, and this VPN connection here. You need to right click on it, go to networking, find the IPv4, hit properties. You need to specify an IP range that the server can assign. In this case, I'm going to use 192.168.137.50. Same here, 192.168.137. Then I'm going to do 59. And hit OK. And that'll make sure it can actually assign an IP to the server connecting to it. So on the computer that you would like to connect, in this case I'm going to use my desktop here. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this and drag it off to the side. And I'm going to go to Start menu and just type the word VPN in. This will work on 7 as well. And you'll get a pop-up like this. Under VPN provider, Windows is fine here. And the server name or address, you want to copy that IP from earlier. Connection name, you can call it my server point VPN. Username, because we used administrator earlier, it's also here. And the password is that same password we used in the initial login. This would change if you had more users, it would be their personal password. So I'm going to save that and just connect to it. And then once the VPN is connected here, there it goes. You are now connected to your VPN as this little dialog box pops up. This is your actual VPN connection. You can somewhat trust this, so go ahead and use home. This will just affect firewall settings, so it's not too critical, but just be aware that the home and enterprise firewall settings are different, so it may cause problems later. I'm not actually going to set file sharing up, so I'll just close that out. You can see here it says one client connected. That is your VPN set up. One issue you would notice with this connection, however, is that it doesn't have an internet connection. So whenever you're connected, you actually lose connection to the internet. And if I open command line here, I type in ping google.com, you'll see the connection is going to fail. And this isn't a DNS issue because I can also ping 8.8.8, which is Google's free DNS server, so this should also work. But as you can see, it doesn't. That is because we can see things internal to this server, but Windows 7 doesn't actually have the ability to route outside of its connection without a separate utility. To remedy this problem, we need to install a program called NAT32. Get it? Go to the website called NAT32. Go ahead and hit this download link right about here. Save this file and save it to your desktop and hit save. So what you want to do, go ahead and open that zip file you downloaded. Go ahead and go to setup and run that. And what this program is basically going to do is link your two connections via NAT, which is a fancy way of saying it pretends to be the public IP on the server. Same thing your home router is going to do. It's exact same procedure. So basically you're going to hit next, go through it. You can just accept all these default options. They're pretty much fine. And as soon as that installer finishes, you're going to get this pop-up here. Go ahead and close this, and this one as well. And you actually want to go down to this icon down at the bottom. Right click on it, and then click on this little icon here. Then if you go to the top here, you need to install the driver for this software. So the easiest way to do that is to just type driver.htm up here, and you will get installer. And all you have to do, click right here, and then this will tell you when it's done. Once you see this install completed message here, go ahead and restart the server. I'm going to do it via command line here, and it's shutdown/R. Okay, go ahead and open Remote Desktop again by again typing it in. Should open up this. You probably want to wait 2-3 minutes for the server to actually finish rebooting. Go ahead and open that, put your password in. That. And you want to open the config right here. Once you open the configuration program, you should get this window here. Go ahead and hit continue. Next window you'll get is this one here. It's going to ask you what your connection types are. Look through these, you'll find the one with the public IP. This one is your internet. And this remote access server is your VPN. Go ahead and select private there. If you wanted to give access to your local servers, if you had multiple servers with us on the VPS platform, go ahead and hit this one as internet as well. But I'm not going to do that in this example. So go ahead and hit continue. Interface were selected, okay. Routing, all fine. That's fine as well. So now, from this point, you will be connected via this NAT server. So I'm going to go ahead and start my VPN connection up again. And hit connect. Now this connection is complete. So now, unlike before, I do a ping to this number, I get a response back, and if you notice the ping time is a little higher, that is because it is actually going through the VPN now. You can also ping something like google.com. Again, goes through just fine. So this server is now officially going through this as a VPN. So I can go ahead and click on something and we'll load. So as you can see here, Google is reporting my IP as the same as the server, showing the VPN is actually connected and routing traffic through it.